Welcome to another All 22 Tuesday, a collaboration between FirstDown Playbook and USA Football. I'm Keith Grabowski from USA Football, host of the Coach and Coordinator podcast. We have a follow-up to this on our Wednesday, which we call Trends Day. Please be sure to check that out. And joining me, as always, Charlie Quinter, the founder and CEO of FirstDown Playbook, former NFL coach. Charlie, we're really getting late in the season, but it's good to be talking ball here again on a Tuesday.
Yeah, Keith, great to be here. A lot of ball to talk about. Had a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to watch it this past weekend, so this ought to be good.
Also joining us is Zach Dunn, who is the coach, content coordinator, and an analyst at USA Football. Zach, always good to have you here as well.
Yeah, Keith, can't wait.
Well, this time of the year always brings out a little razzle-dazzle. You're going to see a lot of trick plays. And this one, if you look at it on the surface, is different players, but, very close relative to what is now known as the Philly special. So we saw this one from Buffalo against Dallas.
Yeah, this came at a critical point in the game. And think about it now, guys. I mean, Buffalo's starting to get a little respect, and they go into Dallas on Thanksgiving and everything that was going on there. This was not an easy task, and they came out and played really well, and this was a key play in that game. And so they lined up. They might have lined up in a bunch and then shifted, but you can see right here that the quarterback opens up. And the thing that really jumped out at me about this, that's a little different than some of the other where you've got a reverse pass. They call this a double reverse on TV. To me, a double reverse means that the initial guy would have to give it to somebody, and he would have to give it to somebody. But the right guard pulled on this, which a lot of times you don't see that. But they were trying to get him over, I think, to make sure that 85, had a good block on. I think that's Robert Quinn over there, and make sure that they could get the play started. So they end up handing the ball off to 18 underneath, all right, and then 18 bubbles and pitches the ball to 15, all right, and the back just runs a wheel route as soon as the ball snapped down the sideline. And I drew it up in the middle of the field here. It was actually a red zone play, but well executed. Like you're saying, Keith, a different version of the Philly special. And we actually had it in FirstDown Playbook two different ways, but not out of this formation. But well executed and something that you could put into your repertoire at the end right here for your playoffs. You can look and see it. We've been talking about it all year here, about all of the jets and the underneaths and the arounds and so this is you look at what's going on with the Dallas linebackers. Once again, you got them one way, then the other. So you really get them paralyzed by running one direction, then back to the other. But they do a really good job, Buffalo does, of holding this thing on and gives that receiver a chance to make an accurate throw.
I think the important thing here, too, mechanically, I always look at, especially when you have a player doing something he normally doesn't do, in this case, throw a pass, you want to make it easiest for him. So you don't want him to have to get out to the side here and work his hips around, et cetera. You want to make the throw easy for him. So it's best for a right-hander to be moving to his right. Again, a guy not used to throwing a football in a game a lot, keep him on the run, let him be an athlete, and he just flips it out there to him. It'd be much more difficult for this guy going to his left. So something to take into consideration if you're looking at designing a play like this.
That's exactly right. I think Dallas might have thought that this was going to be a pass by the initial guy. You got two guys on the over route. I'm not sure. And ultimately, what coverage is it? It's hard to say after everything that happens here. But I'm thinking the guy that ran with the over route was supposed to be back there deep still.
Not necessarily one you practice for. So
no, you don't.
Another great look at these plays. And Charlie, this is something you have available to everybody to take a look at. The tool that you've developed at FirstDown Playbook. How do they get access to that?
Absolutely, Keith. They want to go to firstdownplaybook.com, spell it out, FIRSTDOWN, playbook.com. And this is the time of year we've got a lot of coaches that are coming on board. They're going for job interviews. They're going from one job to the next. So December, January, and February are the months where a lot of coaches come to us and they begin preparing for the fall by getting their playbooks organized. And we found in the past year that that's the coach that gets the most out of First Down Playbook, the guy that gets on board early, gets all of his stuff ordered and organized so he can take our ideas and edit it and make it into his ideas.